EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us for the first time to the lively capital city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichard will get this one started. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And a strong start on the ground. They'll get 7 on the game's first play.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. He'll get this out to the left flat. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd down, they need 5.
Back north. 18. Get 300. Get 300.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers.
They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Steeler 1st down. He'll get this out wide. going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he will dive into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's the Arizona product that is Dno27. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st down, it is back to Dno27. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, here's McCarthy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
26.
1st down for Aaron. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 16-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Warren. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 5.
Win 18. Zoom. Inside. Teammate. Yeah, Liz. Screen 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this one blown up. Good surge. You drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution, Mike. It's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back, and so it's got to be better blocked and better executed.
Green 18, take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Split 15.
3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's caught once again by Hopkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff is Frosty Merritt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Third, they need 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got a man. That's Felton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball is going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
Hey, 88, blue 58.
From the gun, Rodgers. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back north. Inside. Hey, 88.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Jump out!
To throw is Rogers. This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete. On fourth down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboys.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Here's Hawkinson in motion.
Let's go.
On second down, here's McCarthy. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Greg and I back to Dublin after this. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
To throw is McCarthy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And back deep, it is Trey Palmer. We will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 21-yard line.
That one is complete, and he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Metcalf with the grab. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
258.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. good for a Steeler first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. He'll get back to Jalen Warren. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's third down and a few inches. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. How about this play call? And he's going to have the Steelers first down. Oh, they took a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now to tap this one forward. The receiver heading left. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Price now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Price now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. And he's in! Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Take 30. Stand on it. Green 8. Hey, take 26. Green 8, get down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
Stand on it. Green 18. Green 18.
Rodgers has quick to Metcalf. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
First and 10.
From the 32 now, it is first and 10.
Teammate.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A loss of 1.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
26, 18.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Lawrence. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, 88.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
72. Bring it. Here we go. 70 Lions. Go street.
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They'll go with Bill. That's Krosky Merritt.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Blue 58. Jump out. Get 300. Get 300. Inside.
first and 10. Here's Rodgers. He'll air one out for Palmer. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Renate, hey, take 26. Hey, 88. Renate.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Makes it third and 8.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Renate.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Third down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's McCarthy. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. He's to the 15. And he will score. Game on. Corey Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Vikings 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. On second down, Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of
You know, at
yard.
this point, the
Brings up
defense
third
has
down
to sell out and
two.
stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
319. Get the under. Get the under.
They go, and here's a pop pass to the receiver coming through. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Run over center. That's Krosky Merritt. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
We'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. First down and more inside the 15. And he will score again. Jacory Krosky Merritt, touchdown Vikings. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
That will tie the game. 28 all. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
26. Teammate. Jump out.
From the gun, Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers on first down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is 3rd down.
88.
Here's Rodgers. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down.
319, get 300, get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think if you fail on that 4th down, you give the ball to your opponent, all they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the 4th quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but to go out and try to win this game.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. It is 2nd down and 5.
319, 215.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll take this one in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's 1st down. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
That's caught once again by Hopkinson. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. But just as importantly, stop the clock.
And the Vikings 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 28. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Here's Hawkinson in motion. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Here we go, first and goal. Now McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play,
and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Big spot here for the Vikings. They'll try to add on the 2-point conversion.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
The score, Steelers 42.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Hey, 19, 50.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Going up top. That's caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
He'll start at the 4. but a good return to the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here we go. One final play. That's to Trosky Merritt. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL